Morning, guys. Byron here. Guys and gals, or ladies, I should say. Sunny day here in Bedford, Nova Scotia, Canada. Just want to talk to you a few minutes about what's going on in the world. And there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of negativity flying all over the place. A lot of concerns. Devastation to the business community has been massive. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but it is going to get better. And my thoughts are this, is that what's going on right now is kind of like a reboot. Similar to a computer, when it stalls out, you got to reset it. So, or recalibrate it, right? So all these things that are going on, for whatever reason, this is happening to the world, because it's just not Halifax, it's not Canada, it's not United States, it's all over the world. It's affecting like approximately 140 countries in the world, which is a dramatic repercussions from all this. But my sense is that we're going to get through this. It's not going to happen right away. It's going to take several months. In fact, it may take 12 to 18 months to get through this. On a positive note, though, it's going to start diminishing within probably 3 months or so. And it will eventually get better. And they're working on a vaccine on this. Every country, every scientist, reassure yourself that we will have a vaccine for this, and it's going to work. And they're working on it at a fast pace. I mean, Bill Gates contributed $100 million to find a vaccine for this. So the world is all together. That's one good thing about it. We're actually on this reboot. Rather than, send out all these different challenges and talk badly about, different countries and so on. So we're all together now. We're all in the same bowl. And I did want to speak a little bit about this constant bantering about Chinese flu and picking on the Chinese. Listen, that's disrespectful. It's not going to help. It just adds to the problem. China, like every other country in the world, is trying to find a cure for this. They got their scientists. It's very interesting that, the virus has stopped in China because of the necessary precautions that they've taken, including spraying down the entire cities and so on and so forth, and mandatory quarantines all over China. I mean, look at India right now. 1 billion people are told to stay home. What happens? They stay home. I don't understand this North American attitude, and I'm part of it, but I just don't understand this younger generation running around in Clearwater beaches and so on and so forth. And then the difference between this particular virus and all the other different viruses is that apparently you can be a carrier, and as a young person you can be a carrier, and you can go to a beach and party and so on and so forth. Then you go home and then spread this disease to your parents and your grandparents. I mean, give your head a little shake, guys. That's not the way to conduct yourself and help society as a whole. So we all have to work together. The way I see this whole thing shaken out is it's like a new birth. It's going to be a new world. Things are going to change. How we conduct our business is going to change. It is time for us to start thinking out of the box about how we're going to conduct ourselves and how we're going to conduct our businesses when this is all shakes out. I'm a big believer that take this time and spend it with your family and start sitting down and having serious discussions with yourself about how we're going to set new goals, how we're going to manage those goals, how we're going to pay attention to those goals, how we're going to accomplish different ideas and different things that we need to do to accomplish those goals. Time right now is for innovative thinking, creative thinking, time for new ideas. When I see the devastation to the restaurant business. Okay, the one thing that we have to do as soon as this blows over is we have to support the restaurants. We can't isolate ourselves completely in the world. You got to support. When I think of Hawken and the Bicycle Thief and Il Mano, and my favorite restaurant was El Mikado in Bedford. The thought that I can't go to those places in 3 to 6 months, it just drives me batty. I mean, that's not the lifestyle we want. We got to get a vaccine so that we can get back to social responsibility and social gathering. I mean, look at the NBA, the PGA golf, the NFL. All these massive concerts and stuff. Are you telling me we can't go and watch these things? This is part of our lifestyle. It's part of our DNA and part of how we survive from a hard work week. So it is time to reassess, but it's not time to retract. Like, in my opinion, we have to expand our thoughts. We have to expand our views. We have to expand our connections. We have to coordinate our actions either through social media or whatever to get the job done. So the only way you're going to do this is that if you increase your activities, both online, because one thing for sure, business survives through attention. If people don't know you, they're not going to like you, and they're not going to trust you. So it's critical that you increase your activities online, become more creative. We will get through this. Money follows attention. So if they don't know you, they ain't going to flow you. So, and money follows value. So you have to create more value, and you have to pass this value on to your friends, your neighbors, whoever you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. This is the only way we're going to survive, right? So these are just some of my preliminary thoughts. I'm in the process of actually completing a book. It's called Always Forward, Never Back. I'm hoping it's going to be published in June. And it sets out a lot of these thoughts. It's based on 16 success-driven modules. And it's based on probably over 70 books that I've read. And it's based on probably 500 hours of motivational views on YouTube. And it's also based on my life career of over 35 years in business. So I'm looking forward to getting that. I was hoping that I could get it published earlier, but it's not going to happen. It's been written. It's gone through the edit process now, and it's going to be self-published on Amazon and Kindle. And it's a persuasive, powerful argument on what young people need to do today to get to the next career, become successful, become happy, and become joyful. So these are my thoughts. Thanks for listening. God bless you. Stay safe. And more importantly is stay strong. Talk to you. Cheers.